Now that you've had an opportunity to complete Model 2 on your own, I would like to go over it together. You are checking your own answers. If you made a mistake, please feel free to correct your mistake, okay? Model 2, third person point of view. Remember, with a third person point of view, when it's third person point of view, the narrator is outside of the story. Becky believes she was born to play golf. After practice one day, she encounters an elderly neighbor named Danya Carmen Maria. Notice what the third-person narrator reveals about Becky's thoughts. This is from How Becky Garza Learned Golf, a short story by Gary Soto. Danya Carmen Maria reached for one of the clubs in the bag. She said it was like a sword. She poked the air and laughed to herself. Becky didn't smile. She was hot, thirsty, and uneasy with the old woman who again started to play with the mole on her throat. But Becky's parents had always taught her to respect elders, and she had to respect Danya Carmen Maria, because, if not, Becky feared the old woman would walk down the street and report her incivility. Becky could see herself grounded until she was as old as Danya Carmen Maria herself. Question number 1 says this: how can you tell that this story is told from the third person point of view? Supports your answers. Well, I'm going to highlight the words that helped me know that it's told from the point of view of a third person narrator. I can see right here that the pronoun she is used instead of Danya Carmen Maria. It takes the place of her name. So I know that Danya Carmen Maria is not telling the story. A third-person narrator is, or an outside narrator is. But look, there's more. Right here, I see the name Becky, and Becky's my main character. And she didn't say I didn't smile. It says Becky didn't smile. I see the use of the pronoun she right there. And I see... when it says her, it's referring to Danya Carmen Maria, and she had to respect. So this she right here is referring to Becky. So that is how I know that this is told from the point of view of a third-person narrator. So I'm going to go to my notebook, and I'm going to type out my answer. Please make sure that you have restated, answered, and supported your restated and answered the question, supported your answer. I can tell that this story is told from the third person point of view because the narrator uses the character's name and the pronoun she in place of the character's name. In the text, now this is where I'm getting my details to support. It says to support your answer. The narrator says, Becky didn't smile. In the text, the narrator says, Becky didn't smile. The narrator also says, and I'm going back to my text, she was hot, thirsty, and uneasy. She was hot, thirsty, and uneasy. These details, now I'm putting my concluding sentence, I'm wrapping it all up. These details show that the narrator is outside of the story. He or she is not a character in the story. So I'm going to read over my answer. It says, I can tell that this story is told from the third person point of view because the narrator uses the character's name and the pronoun she in place of the character's name. In the text, the narrator says Becky didn't smile. The narrator also says she was hot, thirsty, and uneasy. These details show that the narrator is outside of the story. He or she is not a character in the story. That looks like a really good response. So I'm going to Actually, this was question 1 for Model 2. Let's go back to the text and let's look at our next question here. It says, does Becky seem to like Doña Carmen Maria? Find details that describe Becky's thoughts and feelings about her neighbor. Please push pause on the video and we will discuss the answer to this question as a class.